Hey guys, so this is an eyebrow tutorial. It's been a while since I've done one, so yeah. These are the 4 brushes that I use. I use a concealer brush, a fluffy kind of a blending brush, a little spoolie. You can get these anywhere or use an old mascara wand, and an angled brush. It's really small and really stiff, and that's really important. So moving on to the products that I use 4 products. I use a primer. This is the Tarte Poreless, and I just like using that because it helps the brow stay longer. I use my Studio Finish concealer, and I am in the color NW45. And then I also use a brow powder. This one's by Cameo, and it's a really dark off color brown, and I use that to set my brows. And then I also use this liquid liner. Yes, I do use a liquid liner for my eyebrows. So yeah. So, getting started, my brows are already groomed, if you can't tell. I'm just going to take a little bit of primer on my fingers, and I'm going to just kind of like rub it through my eyebrows, and if there's any like, you know, left over or something, then I'll just like rub it throughout my face, because this is like my face primer also. And I do my brows. Usually I do them before my makeup. Sometimes I'll do it after I've already applied foundation, but today I'm doing it before, so yeah. Taking the spoolie, I'm just gonna brush the hairs on my brow up and into the direction that I want them to be. As you can see, my brows, they're pretty good. They're normal, you know, but the tail ends of mine are really thin, and mine are really light compared to my face because I don't have a lot of brow hairs. So that's why I choose to fill them in. I do not fill them in every day, and I'm just showing you guys how to fill them in very naturally. So taking the liquid liner, I just take whatever's on the brush and I put it on the angled brush like so, and very lightly, and you know, very small strokes, I just kind of like make my arch. And then my tail. So you see how that's already like filled in that little area. And so I'm just, again, taking really small, light strokes, because you are using a liquid liner, so it can be a little dark if you do it too heavy, so really lightly. And I like using a liquid liner because it creates hair-like strokes. So now filling it in to the top, creating the top of my arch and connecting it to that little tail there. I do that next. And yeah, so you can already see how they're like a lot more darker. They're a little bit more defined. And also I like using a liquid liner and using this method because if I don't want to put any concealer around them, which I do on the everyday basis, I don't use concealer, I can do that and it still looks really nice, sharp brows. And my son kept hitting the table, so camera shakes a bit. So yeah. Then what I do next is I just take my brow powder and I just kind of set it, and this just kind of really helps it stay in place. This brow powder is really dark, so I kind of, you know, use a very light hand with it. And then I just kind of take whatever is left on the brush and bring it forward. Not too far forward. I like the gradient effect that my brows naturally have. So I try not to mess with the front too much on this particular brow. But you can see the difference now, can't you? That's more of a brow. It's, you know, defined. That one's a lot not defined, I guess you would say. So taking concealer, and I did this for the sake of the video. I just did this so you guys can see. I'm going to apply the concealer, making a very straight line, cleaning up any messes, and then blending it downward. And then I try to blend it downward, and then I use whatever is left on the brush and bring it forward because I don't want a lot of concealer in the front of my brows. So very lightly blending it out. And then to further blend it out, to make sure that it's really blended and I don't have to worry about, you know, you seeing any harshness, of the concealer, I just take that fluffy brush. That one's from Eco Tools. And I just blend it. Just like that. Just blend it as if it was eyeshadow. Just blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. And I like using this brush because it works really good for concealer as far as blending it. So that's pretty much all I do. And then I'll even take the brush and I'll kind of like, you know, do the front of my brow to kind of make sure it's still really light in the front and stuff like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow so you guys can see them both done. And yeah, so I really hope you guys really like this video. I hope it was informative enough. I've, you know, post pictures on Instagram and I've had people ask me like, when are you gonna do an updated brow tutorial? Your brows are on point, we wanna see. So I decided to go ahead and do it for you guys before I started my makeup. And this is what it looks like with both of them done. They're just a little bit more filled in, that's it. They look really natural. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video.